Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the internet and of YouTube. Welcome to Jibber. I am your host, as always, Skatarmas, otherwise known as Tone Shift. With me today, we have not quite a full house. Did someone leave when I wasn't looking? Oh, no, never mind, I misread something. All right, so I'm gonna just go down the list. First up, watching from the backdrop and scowling at all of us in contemplative disapproval while thinking way too deeply about the inner workings of this thing called Photoshop, we have Crow. And yes, I just threw you shade. I am not ashamed of that.
I'm a crow. We get it all the time.
Mm-hmm. Which is a shame. Usually I like crows. Anyways, next up, down in the British corner, we have Darkness and Tom117Z.
Hello.
Yep. In the background, staring into your soul and making the worst puns known to man, we have Paladin.
I'll try to tone it down a bit.
Fuck you.
Stop it, pun lord.
No, he's not a pun lord, he's a pun rat. He's a pun roach because he can't fucking kill him. And last but not least, glaring in intense disapproval at Paladin, and probably also me for all of the Patrick Star jokes, we have Soviet
dude.
Starfish.
Hey,
Now we've added rifle.
Starve his own.
Damn it.
It's that bull. Now I'm strapped.
FBI, open up.
Put the goddamn gun back down now.
Even though it's not even loaded.
Yeah, for
I have to buy ammo separately, and I have to do that next check.
Yeah.
I did find a good deal on ammo for this rifle. Fucking 680 rounds for $330. Downside is
330? That's
Yes.
half my upgrade cost.
yes, for
Maybe
Jeez.
save this for improv.
yeah, for context, Soviet has decided to do something I personally don't agree with and acquired a gun. Anyways.
Yes.
Yeah, you'd probably prefer a gun blade over a gun.
No, I just
Let-
no, I just despise firearms in general. But that's a topic for another time. Let's not get political in here.
Let go of the pressure, Soviet. It will corrupt your mind.
So, how's everyone's
I'm
week been?
sitting against my wall now.
It's been alright.
Sunburn.
Oh.
I mean, I
That's
found out
my weekend.
Saturday, so
I work tonight, but I don't go until 11, so that's a plus.
Yeah. Nice. Tom?
Good. Sorry, but good.
All right. Darkness.
Pretty good, I say. Pretty alright.
Nice.
Still dreading the day of Ben coming back, though.
We'll have stories that day, I bet.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we have 3 topics lined up for today. Excuse me. First up on our list of things to talk about is the Final Fantasy D6 recap, because we got to play that
Oh
again.
boy.
Oh yeah, there's a lot to go over
Indeed,
this
oh boy.
session. So, just as a quick reminder to the audience, for those of you who may not be aware, Tom, Darkness, and 2 other people from Jibber who are not here this week, Lumina and Hades, are all players in a Final Fantasy D6 campaign I'm running. Final Fantasy D6 being basically a variation of Dungeons and Dragons, except it's based on Final Fantasy instead of Tolkien, more or less. So, with that in mind, the party last session, as you'll all recall from the last recap, the party had been squashed, just wrecked by an enemy, and we're taking the day to recover. The session cut off halfway through that day with Rocket, the group's female cyborg chocobo warrior, waking back up after being unconscious for longer than everyone else, which was largely due to her taking more damage than everyone else all at once thanks to a thunder spell, which she takes extra damage from. This session picked up with her waking up, and it was largely just character interactions. In the video game adaptation of this campaign, it's probably going to be a lot of really long cutscenes. That is the one downside of making a video game adaptation. It's mostly cutscenes.
Except for where we add like wolf encounters and shit.
Yeah, except for where like I extended like travel time to actually add gameplay. Shop interactions tend to be discounted from the adaptation because that's just shopping. The player can do that in their own time. Anyway, So, as things stand, the party reunited with Rocket and spent some time talking to one another. Just getting caught up, ensuring they were all right. Rocket revealed a little about some of the things she likes, specifically in the form of a book called The Ugly Chocoling, which is obviously inspired by The Ugly Duckling. I even looked it up. It turns out this is actually something from a Final Fantasy game, The Ugly Chocoling, from Chocobo Fables, I think it was called. I don't remember specifically, but it was an actual game with these stories occasionally popping up in a side thing or something. I don't really know for sure, but either way, I did an adaptation of it. I even have it written down in case anyone ever wants to, in the group, read it out, so I can, read it out loud myself, being the voice actor of the group. But, But outside of that, following that, the party split up to handle some of their own things. Neothil and... Okay. I'm getting a little sidetracked here. I didn't sleep the best last night. I went to bed at 3 a.m. and I got up at 10:30, so I have 7 hours of sleep. So, yeah, not the most sleep in the world. Anyways, so Neothil wound up accidentally letting slip something about the golden stars she keeps seeing in her visions of this strange woman in dark. And this mention caught the attention of Mika Solwyn, a local white mage who is the apprentice to the court white mage of the city of Marasu, where the party has been since the campaign started.
And who Nee had been hanging out with.
Yeah, kind of flirting with. Anyways, this led to Mika, who had, recently made the discovery of Amber being the source of the plague, to connect the dots and discern that the orange stars might have had something to do with Amber. Darkness, your mic is doing the thing again.
Ah, shit.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yeah. Anyways,
Sorry for the technical issues.
So this apparently upset Neothil greatly because that's a new thing to worry about. Not just that she's having these weird visions of a woman in dark, but also that woman in dark and the stars that she keeps appearing in might have something to do with Amber and the demons that are spawned from it. Worrying stuff. Anyways, following that, Neothil and Thanatos had a little heart-to-heart of sorts, where they sort of delved a little bit more into their backstories. Thanatos revealed that he had seen his master during the night once, and that was a big part of why he was so worried about that cultist they let go several sessions back. Following this, Rocket and Alistair went to see a local baker just because he was an interesting individual, and there were some fun interactions to be had there. After that, the party split up one more time after getting Neothil her new suit of armor, which had been ordered at the end of the previous session. Like I said, a lot of this session was just character interaction, so there's not a lot of individual actions I can describe, so this will be a quick recap. So, most of the group kind of went back to the inn to get ready for sleep as the sun was setting, while Neothil went up to the palace, again to spend some more time with Mika and share with her some more information about the golden star she keeps seeing and the dark woman and how it relates, and see if that has something to do in actuality with Amber. And after sort of putting it all out there and explaining the situation, Mika used some magic to try and determine if there was anything demonic about Neothil, and was quickly able to confirm that no, Neothil does not come from Amber, and her actions alone have been enough to make that not even a concern. Amber doesn't typically work to its own detriment, so if Neothil were a spawn of the Amber, she wouldn't be working to stop another manifestation of it. Apparently, Neothil had never heard anything quite so nice said to her before, so she sort of lost it a little bit. Cue adorable but kind of sad hugging moment. Once all that was said and done, Neothil went to return to the others back at the inn and tavern when another one of her visions of the woman in dark occurred, and like before, she made more progress than all the other times, and this time she actually was able to make physical contact with the woman in dark and speak to her, if only briefly. During this time, the woman in dark implied that Neothil should remember who she is, even to the point of pleading with her to remember before, presumably, Tam, Master White Mage, and Mika, using magic to try and comfort Neothil, apparently disrupted the contact, and Neothil was brought back to the waking world in a daze. And after that, she was taken to a guest room in the palace because she was too shaken to safely go out in the snow, while Thanatos, Alistair, and Rocket went to bed at the inn and tavern, with Thanatos hearing just a faint whisper from his master commenting on something not being right. That's where this session ended. Like I said, mostly a lot of character development, and I wish Hades and Lumina were here so that they
Apparently, Lumina, according to the chat that's now going on, didn't see the end of it because she fell asleep.
Yeah.
Oh, shall I bring her in then?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm asking her
he doesn't
now.
know any of what happened with like me and Penumbra.
That's
That's why
I
she was
did
so
say-
quiet.
Yeah.
She fell asleep at the floating stars right here.
Yay!
Lumina!
That's okay.
Hello.
Welcome.
I am so sorry for falling asleep during the session.
I didn't-
That's
Did you-
okay.
We didn't even
Did-
notice.
We didn't even know.
Before you just being quiet.
Yeah, I mean, we're used to you being quiet, so...
So you fell
Yeah.
asleep as the amber stars were starting to float around Mika and Nee.
Yeah, I was kind of relaxed. Nothing was really happening.
No, you just missed a
Yeah,
lot
I-
happening.
Wow, you are the mistress of sleep.
Yeah, okay, to recount, Neothil made contact with the woman in dark again, and actually managed to speak with her for a bit. And in that time, the woman in dark said something along the lines of, "Please, you have to remember me," before Tam and Mika, jointly using magic to try and comfort Neothil, accidentally broke the connection. And Neothil, and then Neothil went to bed in the castle because she was in too much of a shocked daze to safely head out into the snow, and everyone else went to bed back at the inn and tavern, Rocket even getting to sleep inside with a blanket.
Oh, nice.
Because you know it's snowing outside. It's not great, so she's allowed to sleep in the common room. She doesn't get a bedroom to herself, but she is allowed to use the common room with a blanket now.
That's
Yeah.
great.
You're growing.
Nee.
Sweet.
Yep. And Thanatos heard just the faintest whisperings of his master's voice saying, "Well, that isn't right." Like immediately after Neothil's connection with the Dark Woman was broken.
Yeah, and this Nee was kind of escorted to one of the bedrooms, like in a daze and completely traumatized by what happened.
Boy.
Yeah, it was an interesting
Yeah.
scenario. But yeah, a lot of character development happened in this session. I imagine you guys have like theories or speculation you'd like to throw out there.
Meh.
And this Penumbra is totally Neothil's mother.
Totally.
That's just what it seems to be pointing to, her desperation, and you should know on an instinctual level. Like she went like Nee was found as an infant. The only way to be an instinctual level is with an individual she'd have an instinctual bond with. That's my theory.
There
anyway.
is so much more to it that you don't know yet.
Oh god.
This is
I'm guessing
Stay
Nee's
tuned,
gonna
folks.
be even
It's gonna
more
be a bumpy
traumatized.
ride.
Alistair finally dropped the name Athena.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, his sister.
Not sister, friend.
No.
Friend. Oh yeah, your sister was also mentioned. She's a blue mage, though, isn't she?
He doesn't have a sister. He was an only child.
No.
Well,
I'm the
I
only
swear-
one.
I swear you mentioned it was a sister. Or am I misremembering that? It's
No,
just a friend.
no. Athena is a friend, and she is his blue mage friend.
All right, that's what I'm thinking of. I swear I was
Yep.
his sister in there somewhere.
No, you're thinking of yours.
Yep. Your sisters.
Because Neothil has two sisters. Both older.
Yes, I know. I literally had that whole scene where she didn't feel worthy of them.
Yep. Yeah. Also, Thanatos got decked in the chin twice.
Yes.
Uppercut.
He was making fun of. He was making fun of Nee Nee and Mika for like the whole thing that started going on. So she hit him.
And he also has Stefani and Skalala are hot.
Yes.
Oh dear. I do love it when there's slapstick involved.
She gave him a declaration that you can make fun of me all you want, but if you make fun of Rania, Skalala, or Mika, you're getting decked.
And
Besides, there's slapstick. Sorry.
yeah. It was great fun, and Rocket talked more this episode than I think she has in any other before.
Yeah.
Probably helped by the fact that she started, we started with her this session. And I like how she was throwing some shade around when she first woke up. When Rocket first woke up and was talking to the stable hand in the castle stables, like, he mentioned that everyone else was alive, and Rock was like, "Oh, they're all alive, are they? Good." like
I guess.
like her tone of voice was kind of snarky, like she wasn't happy with them.
It was like a hangover, but for birds.
Speaking of birds, it seems you got a new friend.
Yeah.
2.
Yep, there's a couple of chocobos down there that you just idly socialized with.
Yep.
Bagels.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's your other friend.
Yeah, there's this fun and energetic baker character I came up with. He's this big, really muscular Galka guy. He's like big, burly muscles, like 7 feet tall, kind of palish green skin. He doesn't say much. He is very friendly and very enthusiastic, and he's a baker. Like when Alistair first went to see him for cookies last session, he just popped from behind the counter, just This time he popped out of the side room at an almost a completely 90-degree horizontal angle, just, yo! I love voicing him because I don't have to say much. I just have to be loud and energetic and have that certain sort of gravelly voice. Bagels!
Because no pickles.
No pickles.
But yeah,
No pickles
like
for
this-
bagels.
for a session that was meant to be probably mostly filler, I was not expecting 90% of the things that happened in it. Like when the Amber thing came up and then Penumbra appeared, like the scene where Penumbra appeared, like the way I was playing it, I was just gonna have Nee like have that emotional moment with Mika, then leave for the night, asking if they can meet up again the next day, and then like leave things open to continue on. And then shit happened.
And then suddenly
A
Penumbra.
One
A good
Penumbra
session
appears.
is surprising.
Yeah, Penumbra being the code name we're using for the character until I reveal her actual name.
Well, yeah, that's the character she's derived from. So until we know her new one. But yeah, like my biggest questions now are one, how does this Amber relate? That is very concerning. So it needs everything. This Amber.
Time
and
will tell.
How the hell is Penumbra and Phantom Master going to interact? Like that little tease at the end. What's going on with that?
It's well, I mean, I know why it happened.
Well, I was assuming he detected like a weird magic thing. Like, ooh.
Like I said back when we were winding down after the session, that basically happened. Thanatos' master's voice commenting on something not being right. That was just pure spur of the moment. Just like, it would actually make sense for that to happen, and I do want to give the other characters some time to flash some shine this episode, so let's give Thanatos something. So I did that.
If certainly open Pandora's box, what old Masty is going to be up to.
Well. Anyway. But, yeah.
I think we all got some character development like time because we learned about we learned a bit more about Rocket. She was talking to the stable hand, and then Mika and Nee, and then also about the whole children's book thing.
Yep.
And also with Alicia's friend, Thanatos' master, and then Nee's traumatization.
Yeah, so everyone got something to do this session. I just wish Alistair had gotten a little more because, not naming any names here, and just kind of want to call this out a little bit. One of my friends did actually mention that out of everyone in the cast, Alistair is probably the least interesting from a character standpoint, and I don't mean that as an insult, Darkness, but I do actually have to agree with that assessment. I think that out of all of the current characters in the main cast, Alistair is, from a character standpoint, probably the weakest, and this probably ties a lot into just his backstory. There isn't much there that I can build on or work with.
He has the least angst.
He has the least angst and the least mysteries in his backstory to drive him on or refer back to. So, and it's probably not helped, and it's probably not helped by the fact that you're still pretty new to D&D in general. So, yeah. I mean, granted that Hades is also new to all this, but he's been doing really well. So
Yeah, and like there was a lot of role play, and like the role play me and him have been doing, like a really unexpected friendship between me and Thanatos has kind of.
yeah, it was definitely
Right.
unexpected, but there it is.
Yeah, maybe if Nee wasn't a lesbian. Yeah. So Thanatos is shit out up there.
I don't even think he's on the market. kind of like Leska.
Just jokes. Well done, little Suda.
I don't know if you would call it a habit. I just let everyone else do their thing.
Just remember to do your thing sometimes too. It's good to let
Yeah.
other people do their thing, but just make sure you take windows to do your thing too. Otherwise, you just kind of feel like you're not contributing enough. I mean, as it stands for Rocket, there's actually reason she's as quiet as she is. Lumina, do you want to talk about that a bit?
She likes to observe.
Yeah. Pretty much. Rocket likes to watch. And from what I understand, it just... You said you're not the most social person, right, Lumina?
Yeah, I'm not really the most social person.
Yeah, so that plays into it. Rocket tends to be quiet and watch.
But kids love you.
Oh, yeah, totally. There was that adorable moment where she was giving them a piggyback ride through the streets. We should have another one of those at some point.
Yeah, we need to meet up and actually have the characters find out that the guard they rescued is their fucking father.
Yeah, that was a subtle little thing I had planned since the start, but no one bothered to ask, so none of you figured it out. So I just slipped it in. There's a secret scene in the video game.
I twigged it during the video game before I reached that scene. I was in the scene with the kids just watching. I was like, wait a minute, like they said the father's the guard. What if the guy? Nah, couldn't possibly be. 5 minutes later, motherfucker.
Well, secret scenes like that are nice to add in.
I need to transcribe the next one at some point.
Yeah, you gotta transcribe episode Rocket, because I gotta figure out how the hell I'm gonna code that in as an entirely optional section.
A very long secret scene.
Very long secret, like it's an entire section of gameplay. It's not just a scene, like it's a secret episode that doesn't really contribute anything to the main plot. It's just a bonus. And if you miss the window to use the candle before you go to bed after you return from finding it, you will forever forfeit the opportunity to see that episode on that save. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot happened, and God, the next morning, he's like, everyone else is going to wake up, like, where the fuck is Nee? Meanwhile, rocking back and forth in the fetal position.
Rocking back and forth in the fetal position is Neothil.
Yes.
Just incoherent babbling.
Yes.
And then there were wings, and I lost my fingers, and there were hooves, and then Mika turned into a little pony, and then
I had the weirdest dream that I was a human girl that died and came back as a Pegasus.
And then I got shot through the ribs and died again and came back again.
Though to be fair, that's become quite a common occurrence for Neophil.
Getting shot in the ribs.
Shot in the ribs.
Startled the fuck out of you, I bet.
Mm.
Look out, Rainbow
Yeah,
is
just
gonna.
wait till she takes an arrow to the knee.
She's already taken a few of those, thanks to Leska.
That's the next episode title.
But
I don't
yeah.
know. I have Saturdays off, so I would like to do D&D, but I have a feeling for this particular campaign it would be a little too late.
It's also on Sundays.
Yeah.
I have Sunday. Well, I don't go in until 11 on Sundays, so again, I have those open.
Well, when it comes to adding new people, I'm hesitant once we're in the middle of a campaign to do something like that, partly because of scheduling, or partly because of trying to find a smooth way to integrate someone into the campaign.
Right. Oh no.
I mean, I'll keep an open mind to the idea, so long as anyone who hops in is aware of the fact that their characters might be booted out at a moment's notice if their player can't make it.
Right. I don't know. Plus, at this particular time, if I was going to join this campaign, I'd want to wait until they're out of the island city.
Right.
Yeah, it would be a very awkward point to do because we're quite plot heavy and we're at the end of the arc.
Well, you're getting
much.
getting close. Like,
Wow.
Like you've
Go
entered
after
into
Saran.
like you've entered into the third act. Like Act 2 ended with getting thwomped by Saran.
Yes.
Which, I don't know why, I have a feeling that my character may have to do a sacrifice, but we shall tend to see what happens.
Yeah, well, I mean, if any characters die in this first arc, I'll genuinely be surprised.
Time
I mean,
will
it's
tell.
pretty difficult for us to die because unless we all go down, we don't necessarily lose.
Yeah, unless you all go
Is it boss
down.
fight?
What?
Isn't night boss fight permanent death or something for a character?
Notorious monsters can take a slow action, so basically their entire turn to kill a character, giving everyone else a window of opportunity to interrupt and save their friend. Boss monsters can do it with a standard action, though, if they knock an enemy down and can get to them. They can take a standard action to kill that character before anyone has a chance to stop them. Which is brutal. So be careful about that going forward.
Yep.
But yeah, anything else any of you want to say about what's been said here?
Yeah. I'm good.
I got none.
Paladin, Crow, anything?
No, not really.
I just listen.
Kind of like
Guess
Rock
it's the next topic then.
It's just that it's going to be a hectic start of next session.
Make sure you let us know if you can make it this coming Sunday, Lumina, so that we can plan accordingly.
Okay.
Anyways, well, we managed to kill almost 30 minutes with that. Nice. Topic 2. Well, the next episode of MLP Season 9 aired yesterday, of course. It's episode 5, right?
I thought it was 3.
Yeah, 5.
5, right. Okay.
I forgot the beginning is 2 episodes instead of 1.
Yeah.
I think we skipped 3, if I recall.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, episode 5. For anyone here who hasn't seen episode 5 of season 9 of MLP yet, this is your spoiler warning. We are going to be talking about it. I'll try to go light on any spoilery stuff, but just in general, here's your spoiler warning for that. Now then, so I liked this episode. It was a lot of fun. What it basically boiled down to, Twilight Sparkle realized she had a book that was years late for returning to the library.
Like 7.
So, and she went into a panic attack because her perfect record was fucked.
And as far as she knew, she was in massive debt.
Yeah, because of late fines.
Like,
So,
how late are we talking?
7 years late,
Oh.
around about.
like however long it's been since the first fucking episode.
Yeah, that long.
Yeah.
But isn't she the princess? She can easily probably get out of this.
She probably could, but she
we
probably...
don't talk about
but she...
democracy.
Near as I can tell, she generally tries to steer clear of that and still have herself be treated as a regular pony, even though she's a princess and an alicorn, because she feels uncomfortable with that much thing. She still wants to be treated as just a regular pony most of the time, so she elects not to use her shortcuts.
Also because she's Twilight and she's Twilighting a lot.
Yeah, she's always twilighting, which is a proper verb. I love it. Anyways.
Thank you, season 9.
Thank you, episode 1. Anyways, so she and Spike go on this adventure across basically all of fucking the western coast of Equestria once they learn that they try to return the book and they learn that the person who Twilight really wants to get the book back to lost their job at some point. And so they go into this epic journey across the entire western coast trying to find her, following clues and asking individuals where to go and whatnot. And because all they got was Silver. Silver was the only definitive name they had. They even stopped by Silverstream and asked, "Do you know anything about her?" It's like, nope. So they visited a bunch of Silver places on the western side of the map, and you got to see some pretty interesting locales. All of them we know have the name Silver in them, so I'm sure the fanfiction writers will go nuts with that with all the cool architecture we saw.
Yep.
But following that, they eventually managed to narrow it down and arrived at like an old folks' home for older ponies to spend their golden years, and that's where the pony they were trying to find was. I forget her name. I'm sorry.
Dusty Pages.
Thank you. Dusty Pages. They're trying to find Dusty Pages. They scout around and they look, and eventually they find her and try to return the book so she can get her job back, and she kind of brushes them off from that idea, saying she wants nothing to do with that library again, and Twilight misconstrues this as the pony being bitter as all hell, when in fact she just doesn't want to work at the library anymore because she's happier here.
Also, because she's ridiculously old.
That too.
Retired.
Yeah, but eventually, well, I mean, like, she was, like, coordinating, like, frickin' their equivalent of paintball.
I know,
Dude,
but
I like that scene.
Yeah. But
I just have one question.
Because now I'm fascinated on other things. Because if that's what paintball's like, what is airsoft?
well, they don't have guns, so I imagine, I don't know, maybe they just have unicorns shooting harmless spells
they
at each
don't.
other.
They don't have airsoft. They just have LARP.
I just have one question.
Fuck it.
Yes, Lumina?
Where the hay is that nursing home in real life, and where can I sign up?
No.
It's not real, unfortunately. I don't think.
Yeah, unfortunately, most retirement homes aren't that great. In fact, some have a reputation of being terrible.
And plus,
That one is amazing, though. Holy cow.
yes, it is. Plus, you're only 30. You still got plenty of life ahead of you before you have to retire.
32.
32. And there we go. Like, literally a decade older than me.
Whoa.
Which begs the question why people keep trying to ship us. They need to stop it.
Stop.
Stop! Stop!
Can you really blame them, Toad?
Yes, I
mean-
can!
Look how close you're sitting together.
I literally had nowhere else to put her sprite when everyone else was visible. Like, on the off chance for some reason everyone who's in Jibber Jabber was visible at once, there was literally nowhere else I could put her.
I know. I'm only bringing about it now because I didn't even know about this shipping until you started raving about it.
It bugs me. It genuinely bugs me. I'm half tempted to play along just to make people shut up about it.
They won't though. They just like knew it.
And you just revealed.
Now
feed
kiss.
Yeah, you feed them if it gets worse if you feed them.
But anyways, yes, season 9, episode 5, a lot of fun. I liked it. Rest of you?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it because it was at first when I think Dr. Wolf summed it up in his review pretty well. When I was watching it at first, I'm like, okay, this seems like kind of a pointless filler episode, and then it gets to the end scene at the food fight tournament thing with after the book gets smacked with the fruit and Twilight freaks out. It's like, oh good, it's the yellow one. You can still read the words. And it's like the title of the book being Perfection, and the I cannot remember, but basically it's
The Hopeless
the lesson
Pursuit.
is, yes, it is. You can try to be perfect in everything, but it's ultimately useless.
Yeah, you're
And it
invariably...
can sometimes
You're
The
invariably...
one book she failed to read.
is the one that would
Is
tell her
all-
to take things easy for a change, you little shit.
would have been the one that would have completely changed her character in the first
Yeah,
part of the series.
and she nosed it under a shelf.
Look, in the first episode.
Like a dummy.
Oh my god. It was a good episode. It was a lot of fun.
Can I also note that? Does anyone else get the feeling that was Moondance was shoved in there because that's the last time she's got a speak and roll?
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, it's the same with Derpy. I think they're just trying to get as much as possible in this.
And the
season
tasty
and have it
treat.
make at least some sense.
Like, and the tasty treat, plus some of the characters in the old Pony's Home. Like, it seems like a bit of a farewell tour.
Yeah.
So, that's-
Like a lot of these episodes are going to be farewell tours.
Speaking of farewell tours, I know the title of the last Kingmark Crusader episode.
Yeah,
Last-
The Last Crusade.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Ow, my heart.
Mm,
It's gonna be
That-
sad.
Gonna be a song.
plot twist, they all die.
They would never
No.
do that.
Kill the children.
No.
Sacrifice the children.
Plot twist, they lose their cutie marks and have to find them again. So-
God damn it!
Starlight has a
No,
relapse.
But, well, guess we're doing this shit
It's
again.
like, excuse me, can I borrow your cutie marks for like 10 minutes? What?
No.
I'll bring them back, I swear. And then she drops them and they shatter somewhere. Fuck!
Doesn't that give them back, though?
I mean, yeah, but shut up.
Shush.
It's okay. It's okay. Don't talk about you.
We don't need your logic here.
We don't talk about you either.
Oh, fuck you then.
You know I love you.
I skip it.
No.
But if we drop him off in the void,
No, I'm not gay.
I mean, I don't know. That sounded.
Okay, you do realize that love takes more forms than romantic, right?
Also,
Yes.
he's promised to Lumina, so.
I am not!
But yes, but love is my first favorite.
Ah! Stop!
You broke him again.
Is to mess with him. Do you see how much fun it is?
Matchmaker.
Man,
Fuck you all,
escaped the
fuck you
situation
all.
somehow.
Ah!
hey, don't take my words from me. Yeah.
Love you too.
Ah! Okay. If one of the British people could ask me what I have right now,
Nice.
a knife!
Oh, you got a knife, mate.
A knife!
I've got a bigger knife.
Do you know what I have? An ocean between you and me.
I mean, that could be solved with an airplane or a boat.
Also, a dress.
Battle axe.
He does not. Okay.
Are you getting as sick of this shit as I am, Lumina?
No,
No, she's getting entertained.
because it's funny.
I wonder.
Yeah.
Are you not
You
entertained?
see,
I'm not.
Brian. You now know how I feel after getting bullied for. How many times have I been on this? I've actually forgotten.
Every time you've been called Soviet Patrick style.
Wow.
Or B Company.
Actually, no, that doesn't piss me off anymore. It's just it's another tick on the petition to kill Paladin board.
Hmm.
I would just
even really
roll
know
with
what
it,
happened.
man. I mean, I
Well,
rolled
you
with
see, Patrick Starfish, there is great masses of land
Take cover.
between us, and the fact you have no idea where I am to make that come true.
You think it's difficult to find someone?
Finding someone may not be that hard. Trying to kill them is another problem.
So be it, though.
I mean, it would only take me paying someone to find your location, and then spending like a week to find out your routine, and then figuring out your most vulnerable part during said routine. It's
Hello,
not that
FBI.
difficult.
Hey, whoa,
Calm
whoa.
down, Sam.
Not saying to Robs, but
We don't need to know how deep your fantasies go, okay?
No. This isn't fantasies. This is basic logistics.
not to interrupt with 19 minutes left, we should probably hear about Crimson because Darkness will need the time.
So, okay, so, moving on to topic 3 before that train wreck can go any further.
Choo-choo.
It was beautiful. I do not know what you mean.
I mean, I have the old darkness. You don't see me crying about it whenever.
No. It's not a ship. It's a train, and it's a wreck. Now then,
The death ship.
no, it's just a train wreck. So,
Or a shipwreck.
God damn it! You cut him off
You
mid-sentence.
see, I'm not mad at the pun. I'm mad I didn't make it first.
There's Titanic disappointment. We know.
Okay, enough torturing pajamas. Don't break him.
I'm back.
Hey.
You sure this time?
Darkness. Continue telling the stories of your friend's Dungeons and Dragons campaign with Crimson the Dragon.
Of course. Small recap. They returned back to the city. Josh had to go out for a while. He came back with the entire group laughing, including the DM, with tears of laughter. He sat down and told him what happened when he was gone.
Which
And
was that
Crimson
the,
and
Crimson,
Crimson and Doran entered the barrel challenge. Crimson won with flying colors, but also consumed way more than the dwarf by drinking 2 barrels. The dwarf couldn't even make it halfway through the second barrel and fell on the floor with the barrel shattering. And the way this story ends is where, after Doran has explained it all and he had to drag Crimson back to the others, as Mrs. Mirren, now Dawn has arrived with a lot of moan and groan, which had quite a rude awakening for everyone. Crimson is not in the best of moods. Dawn, on the other hand,
is great.
Morning, everyone. Whoa, what's up with all of you? What's with the glares? How could you sleep through the racket last night? Can't remember, I passed out.
You know, that is a good response. I like that's a good response to that question.
So, what's wrong with Scaly? Do you not remember the barrel challenge? Oh, right. Did I win? No.
God damn it.
You were an epic, colossal failure.
I gotta go check something
And
out real quick. Be right
disappointment.
back.
Okay. What do you mean I was a colossal, utter failure? Well, you lost. Simple as that. No. I'm a dwarf. I don't lose.
Bullshit.
At a drinking.
Bullshit.
If you don't believe me, just go down to the bar. There's a new champion now, and it's not you. I'll be right back. And he goes walking out. Then the healer of the group comes up. So, how's Crimson? Not in the best of moods. She won't even let me near her. Could you talk to her? Why me? You're the one talked to her of joining us, and you're our leader. Plus, you got a shield. What does that have to do anything? You're gonna need it.
You're gonna need it. That's great.
Crimson, are you up? No sudden loud noise. I mean it. Okay. You know what? I'm not gonna say you're alright because you're obviously not alright. You think? Never have I woke up with such a pain in my entire life than this moment.
Oh.
This is the pain that no dragon has ever felt, and I know many.
Oh god, poor.
I am deeply and very, very sorry of what's happened to you. Don't worry, you can make it up to me. Really?
Oh.
Send the dwarf in.
Uh-oh.
He's already gone. I'm curious. Why do you want Doran here? I just want to reacquaint him with my stomach.
That's a good line.
I don't think that would be wise. Plus, to be honest, you don't know where he's been. He might give you bad digestion or something. I'd take that chance. I'm already living through hell.
I mean, she makes a point.
Crimson, I'm sure if you let... you mean the elf. Yes, if you let her help you, I'm sure you'll be fine, okay? Fine, but I am getting back on the dwarf. I am not letting this go. And I won't eat him for now. but I swear, if he does anything this stupid to me again, I will not hold back. Good to know. Now get out my sight. My vision is blurry as it is, and your glimmer of armor's not helping. Sorry. Do you want me to get you any? Okay, shit.
You like growl at him.
Yep. Good news. You can heal her now. Oh, phew. Bad news. She's pissed with Dorman. Oh.
That is a great reaction to that. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I'm just gonna go a healer. Are you gonna tell Dawn? Of course I'm gonna tell Dawn. I think he needs to be on his toes around Crimson and not say anything to offend her anymore or do anything stupid.
Like challenging her to a drinking contest.
As he walked outside, he was greeted by a guard. Oh. Listen, about what happened at the inn. It's not about that, sir. Oh. Really? No, it's more depressing matters. Is it a quest? Not really. It's to do with your interesting fire friend. What has Aston done? Well, your fire mage has done something pretty stupid. How stupid do you mean?
Did you take a moped through a college? And then somehow light it on fire when it stopped outside?
What did he burn down? Not what he burned, who he burned. Oh. I'm stepping in to our former captain because he thought it was a good idea to light his cape on fire as a practical prank. Unfortunately, Flame proceeded to go up sub-cape and give him some serious burns.
Flame spreads. Whoops.
Please, I know he's a liability, but we actually need him. So could you not try to punish us with him? And be kind on him that he still be alive among us? Since you managed to save, did us favors in the past, we would be able to pass him on one condition. What's that? He does suffer some form of punishment, and you literally need to work off the damage he done. What? To a cape? Oh, no. It's not just a cape. You see, when our captain was on fire, he ran. And when he ran, he accidentally walked into some certain supplies that also caught on fire. And you would need to work off the debt. Well, what's the damage? Let's see. A few market stalls catch a light. Oh, no. A few of our valuable items. And it's going to be around over 1,000 gil. What?
Or gold, as the case may be.
Gold, sorry. Over 1,000 gold.
About 100 platinum. Yeesh.
Do you have that kind of gold? Well, you have to work it off then.
I take back my previous statement. Feel free to throw him in jail.
What do you have in mind? I suggest these sort of tasks. And he gave him a list, and there's quite a few tasks that needs to be done, like repair a few damaged stalls is one of them, and one or two have to get some new supplies from a nearby town. So the group had to split up. As for Crimson, her method of being healed is going to take a lot longer than usual. As for Dawn, on the other hand, he found out that his title was gone. Crimson is now the champion of the bar. He was devastated in the response, and then proceed to go straight back where Crimson is.
Oh no.
And his axe is still strapped to his back.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna help you rebuild all these stalls. Why do I have to rebuild all these stalls? Because you, stupid actors, set them alight, okay? I'd rather do the town mission if you don't mind. I can handle bringing supplies from a town back here. No, you would probably nick some. How dare you? How do you know the assassin won't nick 'em? She's an assassin, not a thief. I don't do building stuff. I do burning. There's a difference there. Just help me fix the damn stalls already.
It's a learning experience.
Yep. Besides, you being more cooperative and do something actually meaningful might make you a better person. And he just looks at him with a smirk on his face. Not to destroy stuff! Oh, come on! I wasn't thinking that. Or was I? And as Crimson was near healing, and back to full health again, well, as the elf walked out, Dorman was back. Savina? Yeah? Where's the dragon? In the room. But I don't think you should go in there. I just want to talk to her. Why you still got your axe with you? I just want to talk to her, okay?
That's a euphemism for I'm taking her teeth.
Smells fishy to me.
Let's cleave to the heart of this issue.
Now you're just a hypocrite.
The
Now,
tiefling assassin.
No,
Managed
no,
to
no.
ask a few questions.
Okay, one, shut up, Soviet. Two, that wasn't a pun I just did. You want to know a pun? When I'm constipated, I don't give a shit. That's a pun.
Bye.
What I did wasn't
All
a pun.
right.
What I did was
Tell us how this axe is going to Crimson. How Crimson's going to get the axe from this campaign.
Fuck
Well,
you.
for one thing, Timon came back surprisingly earlier than usual. What happened? I may have lost the map. You've lost the map? How did you lose the map? I got myself in a bit of a scuffle. A bit of a scuffle. Are you? Yeah, long story short, she got into a fight with a bunch of bandits. It didn't go well.
Oh.
They were surprisingly pretty skilled, and I think I might still have an arrow in my back. Yeah, I do. Can I have some healing? Oh, for goodness sake. Aston, could you... Aston? Wait, where's Aston gone? Ah, shit.
Which one's Ashton again? The fire one?
He's the fire mage.
Uh-oh.
Aston, where are you? I didn't do anything.
Bullshit.
That's
You
not
did do some-
suspicious.
Yes, you did. Where is the gold that was on the counter? What gold? There was no gold there.
I don't need an insight check to know that's bullshit.
Yeah. Oh, for goodness sake. Hey, not now. I'm dealing with this problem. Mirren, this is important. What is it? Darwin is with Crimson. He doesn't look in the most happiest of moods. Why did you leave him alone with the Crimson? I needed to get you.
Oh no.
They rushed back.
Oh no.
Even Aston was actually freaking worried. He was actually the one that won ahead and barged through the door. And completely knocking it off its hinges. Darwin, wait! We can make beautiful flames together. I mean, she could teach me some stuff. What was that?
What?
He see. Okay, you are way too desperate and way out of my league. It's not like that, no. Wait, you're still alive? Yes. Why wouldn't you think I'm still alive? Where's Darwin? Did you eat him? Not exactly. Welcome back. Is it me? Is he in a good mood? He's drunk again, isn't he? I was just congratulating the dragon on the wonderful victory. You actually happy? Hey, I've been looking for a worthy opponent, but I never expected to be a dragon. But are you sure you don't want your victory cup? No. Are you sure I just got 2 for us? No, I'm gonna pass. Okay, more for me. No, Dolan, wait! Oh. He just collapsed.
Wow.
Turns out that what he actually drank is thanks to Aston. Aston, explain. What did you bring back last night? I may have snuck a little bit of poison in there. Why? It was not meant for him. It was meant for some asshole who took my gold, okay? What asshole took your gold? The one who said I owed him gold. That was bullshit. I'd owed him fuck all. Why do you say you needed gold then? And then the guards came up.
Oh no.
I'm sorry to say this, but your friend is going to be arrested for crimes.
You're gonna arrest a dragon. Good luck with that, mate.
Nope, it's the fire mage.
Oh.
Listen, about the captain, and not that he's trying to sort things out, and the gold he's going to give back. It's not just that, but he has stolen a very expensive robe that is not belonging to him. What? I liked it, and I didn't have enough. You know, if you didn't take my gold from earlier, I would have had enough, so it's your fault.
Wow.
So, but anywho, you can't take me. I'm one of the heroes. White guys. Guys.
Chirp, chirp, chirp.
Sorry, Aston, but you do need to pay the toll. What? So, you say, how long's he going to be in the cell? Guys? Seriously? I'm your comrade. He has to stay in there at least. Well, I'm afraid that would be up to the court to decide, really. I'm just a guard. What? Guys, you're not going to let them take me, are you? I will burn down this city if you let them take me.
That's a threat of arson. That's another charge layered on top.
And believe it or not, there was
Another 4 days to your sentence.
Believe it or not, there was a snooty guy there marking down the crimes.
Yeah.
I'm used to burning down cities in D&D.
That's another added sentence for threatening the entire city and its populace. What? Bullshit! For being rude to an official lawman? You can't! Being effusive? Stop it! Raising your voice?
Hurting my feeling?
I imagine a few of those aren't actually crimes and he was just doing it to piss the guy off to give him more of an excuse.
Yeah. He was kind of one of them sort of guys. Well, good luck for you taking me alive. Wait a minute. Were you one of the ones who burned down a neighboring town? No, that was completely different. It was the dragon.
The dragon is right behind you. Oh shit.
Hmm.
I take a crimson.
You mean that one? Crimson honey, when I say dragon. And then she proceeds to whack him with her tail. Okay, either is he knocked out cold? Well, the amount of force was a critical success. Does that kill my character? We just say it knocked you out. Oh, thanks.
All right.
I was going
Take
to
it-
burn down the city and
Take him
everything.
away, fellas.
Yep, and with
Yeah.
that, I'm sorry I have to cut you off, but we're at time.
Well, that's where it ends. He was knocked out and taken to jail.
All right. Well, and along that entertaining note, it is time for us to end today's episode of Jibber Jabber. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We'll see you all next time, people. Bye.
Sarah.
Crimson is amazing.